boys and girls. This is a book by Gail Gibbons called From Seed to Plant. And here's our title page. It's got a little shovel on it that's called a trowel over here. And then here's the next page that is our copyright page. That means this person wrote this and nobody else can say it was theirs. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. A sunflower seed grows a sunflower. An acorn grows an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. A flower is made up of many parts. And I'm just going to show you this. It takes apart the flower. There's the place where the seeds grow, and that's called, well, the bottom of the pistil are the tiny eggs called the ovis, and the parts of the flower around the pistil are called the stamens. So that would be some of these. In the center of the flower is called the pistil, and the sticky part of the top of the pistil is the stigma. And in the center of the flower, we already said that. Okay, so stamens make yellow powder called pollen. And guess who has a problem with pollen? Me. Before a seed can grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of the flower that's just like itself. And this is called pollination. And the bees help with that. Pollination happens in different ways. Often wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice, called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. And there it is. The seeds grow inside the flower even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. Ooh, I think I know what's growing there. Can you guess? When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Do you see the beans and the pods? And there's a bean growing over there. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of a plant where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when the bird eats berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or onto the ocean. There they travel on the water until they stick to dirt along a shore. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later they drop off into the ground. There you go. A bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. A flower bed, I should say. Flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. And this is, it looks like a lima bean. And this is the outer part. And here's the little growth starting to sprout. And this is the food for that little sprout. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. And do you see how there's the seed still, there's the root, and there's the little plant coming up. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up above the shoot toward the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight, and the air all around the plant. See how it's getting beautiful leaves on it? Finally, the plant is full grown. Its buds on the plant open into flowers where the seeds will grow. And there are the flowers. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of good nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. Remember how pumpkin has all those seeds inside? And if you save kernels of corn, that's the seed. These are so tasty. I see the apples. Here's a from seed to plant project. And I've done this in our classroom as an experiment. How to raise bean plants. Find a clean jar, a glass jar, take a piece of black construction paper and roll it up. Slide the paper into the jar and fill the jar with water, just like that. So there's your construction paper, there's your water. Wedge the beans between the black paper and the glass. Put the jar in a warm place. In a few days, the seeds will begin to sprout. Watch the roots grow down. The shoots will grow up. Watching your bean seeds while they sprout. So you get to watch that when you do that. If you do that experiment, I always did it in a Ziploc bag with a black piece of construction paper, and then I would send them home to be planted because at our school we don't have a lot of sunlight. Caring for your plants. Put dirt into a big clay pot. And then the next part is carefully remove the small plants from the glass jar and place them in the soil. And covering them up to the base of their shoots. So see how they have the shoots above the ground and then their little roots would be down in here. And then it says, water them and watch them grow. So you get to water them, and you have to water things on a regular basis. Cora and Addie gave me plants that I water every Thursday. So I've kept them, first time ever. And scientists who study plants are called botanists. Some seeds sprout only in the heat of a fire. Did you know that the fir trees the seeds only come out with heat? And then it says other plants die at the end of the season but grow back the following year. They are called perennials. Plants in the desert, such as cactus plants, store water in their stems. And there's a cactus plant, there's a perennial, and there's some plants have only one season and they're called annuals. That means once a year. Mountain plants are short so the wind won't blow them over. There's a mountain plant. And then the next one says plants move. Many flowers open in the morning and shut at night. Some close when it rains. Also, plants move toward the sunlight. Remember the sunflower seed? The flower, when it's on, it moves around and around. And then morning glories open up in the sun and close. Some plants eat insects. These plants live in the soil that doesn't have enough minerals for food. So this one, oh, that's a Venus flytrap. And then the biggest flower is in the world grows in the island of Sumatra. It can weigh up to 25 pounds and can be 4 feet across. Gee whiz. That is a huge flower. All right, thank you very much for listening to our story today. I hope you can grow some lima beans. Here we go. Have a nice day.